could see it in my eyes. All I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet. I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang. We ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage.
All right, Coach. U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic lifts. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and 11.
Bring up 48. Hey, Steamer. Hey, Charlie.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 58, right over there.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long. Third and long for Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Waiting.
Running from the gun with power. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Aguilar has it. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
It's a gain of 17.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Again, it's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check that.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they come up now on 3rd and 7. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Cousins. That's caught by Treadwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Here we go. 180!
Hold this.
On the flag.
Check 31.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From the red zone now, Wentz. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 280!
Let's go, D, let's go!
Sunday!
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Everson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Hey,
Leave it, bring up 48. Hey, Zoo. Here we go, bring it hard.
Throwing his Cousins. Dancing to his left. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On second down now. It's Cook, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Pick it up.
Here's Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Let's go, Greg. Greystone, travel.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
Here we go. Waiting.
Here we go, D. All day.
On first down, they run with Howard. He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent, that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
You ain't going nowhere. Smooth.
Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Two. Bravo.
58, come on. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Cousins. And Diggs has it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D.
Listen to me. Go, teams.
To throw, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Check 99.
Lucky 48. First. Hey, exit.